Australia just rewrote the entire strategic balance of the Indo-Pacific, abandoning its original submarine roadmap in a high-stakes gamble that leaves its naval force utterly exposed if the execution fails. With zero room for delay, the Royal Australian Navy is forcing a dramatic shift away from a hybrid fleet, betting $36.8 billion Australian dollars on securing 3 existing operational Virginia-class Block IV nuclear-powered attack submarines directly from the United States Navy. Leading global defense analysts argue that, on paper, their only tactical salvation against rapid regional naval expansion would be acquiring these pre-built strike assets, with target delivery dates now locked in for 2032, 2035, and 2038. This drastic decision stems from a harsh industrial reality. Major American shipyards like Electric Boat and Newport News are currently bottlenecked at an annual production rate of just 1.2 to 1.3 submarines, well below the required 2.0 target. Expecting Washington to hand over a brand new Block V vessel by 2038 without compromising its own Columbia-class ballistic missile submarine program was rendered practically impossible. By pivoting exclusively to the Virginia-class Block IV, Canberra eliminates the logistical nightmare of maintaining 4 separate submarine types simultaneously, streamlining its transition from the aging Collins class directly to the future SSN AUKUS program. But this sudden shift raises a critical question. Why is Australia willing to accept previously operated American submarines? And what immense strike capabilities do these Virginia-class Block IV warships actually bring to the table? Before we go on, do you think Australia made the right strategic call with this timeline shift? Subscribe to the channel to stay updated on critical defense analysis, and tell me where you are watching from. The centerpiece of Australia's revised strategy is the Virginia-class Block IV nuclear attack submarine, a 7,900 metric ton undersea warship engineered for long-range power projection. Measuring 115 meters in length, these vessels are driven by a General Electric S9G pressurized water reactor, generating over 21 megawatts, propelling the submarine at speeds exceeding 25 knots with an unrestricted endurance limited only by onboard food supplies. At the core of its offensive firepower are 12 vertical launch system tubes capable of deploying Tomahawk Block IV and Block V land attack cruise missiles, with a proven operational range exceeding 1,700 kilometers. Complementing this long-range strike envelope are 4 533mm torpedo tubes loaded with Mark 48 ADCAP Mod 7 heavyweights, providing lethal anti-submarine capabilities at distances over 50 kilometers. Integrated with the advanced Raytheon and BYG-1 combat management system, the Block IV variant offers exceptional acoustic stealth through its advanced pump jet propulsor and specialized sound dampening coatings. Recent operational milestones demonstrate that Australia's naval infrastructure is already adapting to this technical shift. During submarine maintenance activities at HMAS Stirling in Western Australia, Australian personnel directly assisted in servicing the USS Vermont, designated SSN 792, which is the lead vessel of the Virginia-class Block IV cohort. Local engineering teams successfully deployed a pier-side mobile ultra-pure water filtration system built to strict nuclear propulsion standards, proving that Australian facilities can support these complex warships ahead of the 2032 transfer target. On paper, Their tactical advantage over adversary platforms like the Type 093B submarine rests on passive acoustic detection ranges and integrated sensor arrays that allow the Virginia class to track targets 30% further. Yet, behind this immense firepower lies a severe technical vulnerability that could destabilize the entire program. The strategic necessity driving this acquisition is underscored by the shifting balance of naval power in the Indo-Pacific region. Between 2021 and 2025, the People's Liberation Army Navy launched 10 nuclear-powered attack and guided missile submarines, including the advanced Type 093B and Type 095 variants, adding roughly 79,000 metric tons of submerged displacement to its fleet. In contrast, the United States Navy commissioned only 7 nuclear attack submarines over the same time frame due to severe shipyard backlogs, forcing American defense planners to leverage Australian bases like HMAS Sterling to maintain forward presence across vital maritime choke points. However, leading defense analysts highlight a critical blind spot in Australia's decision to procure previously operated Virginia-class block for submarines. These vessels, spanning hull numbers SSN 792 through SSN 800, entered active service with the United States Navy between 2020 and 2028. By the time the first submarine is transferred to the Royal Australian Navy in 2032, it will have already consumed roughly 8 to 10 years of its active operational lifespan. Because the General Electric S9G nuclear reactor core cannot be refueled mid-life, the remaining service life of these transferred submarines will be capped at approximately 23 years, instead of the standard 33 years for a newly built hull. Consequently, the third transferred submarine delivered in 2038 will face mandatory retirement by approximately 2061. This shortened operational window compresses the timeline for the subsequent SSN AUKUS program, built at the Osborne shipyard in South Australia. Any engineering delay or construction bottleneck in Adelaide will leave the Australian Defence Force facing an abrupt capability gap when these interim Virginia-class hulls retire, leaving Australia exposed at the very moment regional naval competition reaches its peak. Over the next 12 months, 3 critical developments will define Australia's underwater posture. First, preparations will accelerate at HMAS Sterling for the launch of Submarine Rotational Force West in 2027. This arrangement will host up to 4 United States Navy attack submarines and 1 Royal Navy Astute-class submarine, establishing an immediate nuclear-powered deterrence footprint in Western Australia. Second, defense capital will surge into infrastructure upgrades and autonomous systems. Australia is investing $8 billion Australian dollars into HMAS Sterling wharf facilities, alongside a $1.7 billion Australian dollar contract for the mass production of Ghost Shark extra-large autonomous underwater vehicles. These stealth drones, manufactured at a specialized Sydney facility, will operate alongside Virginia-class block for submarines, deploying through torpedo tubes or operating independently to monitor strategic maritime choke points like the Sunda and Lombok Straits. Third, funding will continue flowing directly to allied partners to secure reactor components for the future SSN AUKUS program, maintaining pressure on the Osborne shipyard in South Australia. Ultimately, this timeline shift represents pragmatic cold realism. By accepting pre-operated Virginia-class block for hulls, Australia sacrifices roughly 10 years of individual vessel lifespan to guarantee a concrete 1,700-kilometer land attack strike capability by 2032. In a rapidly escalating regional security environment, Canberra concluded that guaranteed deterrence today is far more valuable than paper promises of pristine warships tomorrow. The broader lesson for modern naval power is clear. True sovereignty in a high-threat environment is not measured by the novelty of a fleet on paper, but by the speed at which real combat power can be fielded. As Australia pivots its entire maritime doctrine toward long-range strike and undersea autonomy, one fundamental question remains. Did Australia make the right trade-off by sacrificing boat lifespan for immediate operational readiness? Or will this decision create an unmanageable capability gap decades down the road? Leave your thoughts in the comments below.